ways to benefit from the ministry of your prophets. These are the 3 ways. Number 1, the knowledge to identify and accept the ministry of a prophet. You must learn to identify with him. Be proud of who the man of God is. Accept their ministry. Don't look at them. Look at their ministry. Accept that ministry. That is what will bless you. If you look at them because maybe they are not good. You know the story of Elijah and Elisha. Elisha was richer than Elijah. But Elisha submitted to Elijah. It's not whether the person is rich. It's not whether the person went to school. How many of you know some great men of God, people like T.B. Joshua? They didn't go to school, but people from afar, they identify with his ministry, and the ministry bless nations. So it's beyond just the man. It's the ministry he carries on his life. That ministry is a sacred thing from God. It didn't come from the man. So when you look at the man, say because the man did not go to school, or maybe the man is barren. You know that some people now, because they see that the pastor is not able to give birth to children, they see him as what? A fake. That's some of people like that. Just because they see that the man of God, he couldn't conceive, they say, what you want to pray for me now? No, it's not get what you know, if you pray for a wife, you are stupid if you think that way. Because the man couldn't give birth to a child, he said, how you take pray for me, make a guy belly. It's because you are seeing the man, you are not seeing his ministry. How many of you know Olukoya, Man of Fire? For 15 years, the wife was barren. How many of you know Man of Fire? For 15 years. But the man was breaking every powers. People were receiving babies, twins, triplets from his ministry until 15 years. If you follow him just because he's like that, his wife couldn't conceive, so because of that, I cannot pray for you to conceive, you will miss it. The ministry of a prophet is beyond the man. Don't see the man, see what he carries on his life. That is what will bless you. Not only him, but several others of them. Many of them, you see, some of them they were deformed, some of them they didn't go to school. But don't see that deformity. See what the man carries on his life. That is what will bless you. Let's look at the book of John 1:43 to 49. 46, please. The day following, Jesus would go forth into Galilee and finds Philip and said unto him, follow me. Okay. Now Philip was of Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip finds Nathanael and said unto him, we have found him. When they found Jesus, did they see a car with him? Did they see him with a bank? No. They found somebody. They were able to know something about this man. There's something about this guy. And that is what we are able to know and to identify. And what happened? Of whom Moses in the law and the prophet did write, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. Verse 46. And Nathanael said unto him, can there any good thing come out of? Now he was trying to look at Jesus based on where he came from. So because Jesus came from Nazareth, he didn't believe that anything good could come from Nazareth. So he's asking Nathanael now. He said, can any good thing come from Nazareth? Philip said unto him, come and see. Oh, what a man. He had conviction of this man's ministry, even though he hadn't seen anything yet. Accept the ministry. Forgot about the man, where the man came from, so that you can be blessed by this ministry. Are you getting something there? So you must have knowledge and identify and accept. When you find a prophet, accept it. When you find a prophet, acknowledge, stay with him in crisis. There will be a time where crisis will come. That's when you know true sons. Not when you see that something is happening, you find a way and you dodge your head. You will join people to castigate your man of God. It's because you don't know that man of God. You haven't received the ministry yet, and that ministry cannot bless you. So to identify means you are proud of your relationship with your prophets. It may be by revelational knowledge or inner witness. You know what they call inner witness? When you see somebody told you about this person. I told you, I said I never had a word from God. Say, the Lord said, my son, that is your wife. I didn't hear that voice. I just had a witness in my spirit. I think I like this person. Don't be how you found me as a pastor. I think I like Pastor Grant, the way he does his things. That is how God may speak to you. So you may not hear a voice say, my son, my brother, don't follow Pastor Grant. It's the prophet for your life. You may not hear that voice. Others now the one who say people like good Lord to deceive you, so go to the talk. You know what I said? You know what I said? Not be saying go to the talk. My son. That is why some people remain single to today. They are waiting for God to speak to say, my daughter, the Lord said, God, allow you. The moment you feel that thing about the person, that is the will of God. I've told people several. Not everybody that hears. Most of these pastors, they want to make you see that they hear what you want to hear. Inner witness. Are you getting something? There are times you want to enter a car and somebody told you, say, don't enter that car. I want to ask you, how many of you have had God spoke to you before? Everybody that is here, God has spoken to you. My mind tell me, say, how many of you don't hear that word before? That's your mind. Is God that is speaking to you. God speaks to all of us because we are his sheep. So let nobody tell you that God doesn't speak, that you need to be a pastor first for God to speak to you. God speaks to every one of us. Sometimes may use situation as you're about to leave your house, your clothes just hang somewhere. Something says that journey don't go because you may not come back. You are about to go something somehow. You just noticed that you couldn't find your key, but you find every reason to see that you can get the key. At the end, you broke the door. But God is saying that I have a reason why I kept it away from you. That's how God speaks many times.